Hi, Shelby. So it's been 3 weeks since you posted your response to my first vlog that we were doing back and forth, the sugar and spice and everything life. And I've been thinking about posting a response. I promise I haven't forgotten about it. But obviously I was in the musical and just things get in the way, life gets in the way, and you can't really do all the things that you want to do. So I'm trying to attempt that now. I have no makeup on. My hair is a mess. This is my white girl bun look. I have a big sweater on, and I am procrastinating on a John Keats paper that I should be doing. But I feel like I need to talk. I don't know. I will try to address your last video in this video, because you mentioned something about how do you make time for friends when you're bogged down with a bunch of other things, and also how do you beat the feeling of loneliness. I just rewatched your video, and I'll try to touch upon that, but I don't want to make this all about me. But I just feel like I need to talk about feeling off, because I have felt off for a while, and it's not entirely me. There's pieces of my life that why I'm off, but I'm trying my best to still love myself and love my life and still have a good general happy disposition about things, even though I have a lot of choices to make with certain aspects of my life. So I'm not going to go into those because this is a public video that will be put on the interwebs, and I don't think that the people or situations that I'm struggling with should be online for everyone to see, but at least you know what I'm talking about. But just in general, it started, I'm not even going to, you know what, I'm not even going to begin with it started because I don't know where it started, but I felt it really strongly last night when I was driving back from my dad's house. This past weekend has just been crazy. I had my the APO and the Kappa Kappa Psi, which are the theater and music honoraries on campus. We had a Halloween party on Friday night, and I didn't fall asleep till 1:30 because I had to help clean up. And I woke up the next morning at 7 to go get some coffee, and then drive home to pick up Jane Ann, my sister, to go to a speech and debate tournament that was an hour away. And driving home, by the way, was an hour. So I had to drive home to Kent for an hour, drive back towards Canton, and then drive back to Kent to hang out with you Saturday night. And then Sunday morning, I woke up at 8, walked back to my car, with you guys. You were there, and then I drove an hour and 15 minutes, a totally different direction, to go visit my dad up in near Avon Lake. And so that was a lot of driving, and I love driving. I've never not wanted to drive. I always offer to drive people places because I love it. But I hit a point last night where it got really dark, because fall back, we gained an hour, but it gets darker earlier now. And I was driving along country roads. I had never driven from my dad's house back to college before, so I had to have my GPS on. So that caused a lot of stress because I didn't even know where I was going, and I relied on my phone, who decided to be at 5%. So that was really tense because I was freaking out. I'm like, what if I get lost? What if I don't know how to find my way back? What if I get stuck in this random farm cornfield and have to sleep in my car, and then I'll miss class the next day? It was awful. I try not to think about that. I put on my music, I sang, and it got really dark out, and I just hit this wall of loneliness, I guess. it's really hard to keep doing you all the time. Life is annoying. Like, it's so beautiful and, like, so amazing at some parts, but it has some really, like, sucky lows at other parts. And it's hard to hold on to yourself when it seems like you can't do anything right. Like, it seems like all aspects of your life are falling apart. Not to say that all the aspects of my life are falling apart, but there are big parts of them that I don't know what they are at this point. And that's really scary. I don't know how I've handled the one aspect. Like, I don't know how I've been so strong with it for so long. Even at the points where you'd think that would be like the time that anyone else would break down and fall apart and lose sight of themselves. I've stayed strong. I don't know how. My mind is just freaking weird. I'm just weird. But I mean, I hadn't felt the way I felt last night in a really, really long time. And it was a sort of loneliness and like I had no control of anything. Like I was doubting everything about myself. I was worrying about everything. The one person that's kind of like the rough part of my life right now, the one person that's involved with that had told me that I worry a lot and that I'm really judgmental. And those two things weighed on my mind the entire car ride home and all this morning and all day today. And I've been trying to get a grip on myself. You know, I said nice things to people, and I tried to write a song earlier today. I did my laundry, cleaned the room. You know, I tried to like continue with the day-to-day life stuff, tried to be normal. But it just hit a point where I don't know who to talk to about these things. Not to say that you're invalid, or like Jimmy is invalid, or any of my other friends, or my mom or Jane Ann, like, are not good enough for me to go to with advice, but I feel like I've been going to them so much lately that I need to stop bothering them with my life problems, and I need to rely on myself. And lately, this whole school year, I've been doing awesome at that, but I don't know, just like the last couple of days, I just feel like I can't do anything right. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but like I have to do this paper tonight, hello, and I don't want to do it, and I so badly want to like use direct names right now, and like I want to say directly what situations of my life have been bad, but I cannot, because I respect those people and I do not want their names to spread on the internet, or I don't want them to find this video and be like, oh, she talked bad about me. But it sucks to not feel like you have somebody to go to for things. And I know you had a really rough weekend too, so this is my way of kind of asking you for help, because I feel like I can't really text you, because I know you're going through a tough time too, and I don't want you to worry about me while you're working on loving yourself. But I don't know. If you're ever struggling with something like this, the best thing to do is to keep talking to people. Pretend that this isn't me right now, that this is like all put together Ariel. I would say just keep doing your thing. Like, keep trying to find humor in everything. Keep trying to just be nice to people. Give someone a compliment. Give someone a muffin for no reason. Open the door for a stranger. I don't know, invite somebody to dinner that you normally wouldn't talk to. You know, like, do little acts of kindness. Keep all of your doors open in your life. And say yes to a bunch of stuff. Because sometimes when the world seems sucky and bland and boring or frustrating or annoying, it's best to say yes to a couple things, because there's always room for a surprise in a door marked yes. I'm so sorry, I don't really have any more advice for this video. I needed to get some stuff off my chest is really what this was for. So if you have any advice to anything I've said in this video, I don't even remember what I just said like a couple minutes ago. I was so overcome with emotion. Please let me know some things. I know, sorry, my phone died. So there's some decisions that I have to make. I think in life, it's all about making decisions. I think I'm just at this point where I'm not sure if I can do it. Like, if I can make decisions, because what if you make the wrong one and it's a mistake? How do you find strength to keep going, to keep doing your thing, to keep doing you, when you really, really feel like you can't? That is my question for you. Yeah. Sorry this video is all over the place. I will judge myself for it later. When I look back on this video, I'll be like, oh my god, I look so ugly without makeup. Oh my god, I cried. Oh my god, I look like a baby, whatever. Like, oh my god, I can't handle my life. What a lame-o. But for now, I'm very not judgmental. And it's very scary to cry in front of a camera and then post it online. But I think that's what I'm going to do. Because sometimes when you're stuck, it's good to take a risk. Do something that you never thought you were going to do. I'm going to leave you with this. I touched upon loneliness, but just to help you with your life right now, I know that you haven't had a lot of self-lovins lately, but just know that you have people in your life that you can always go to if you need some extra lovins, some extra little sprinkles that are more than willing to give them to you. You can always talk to me, for example. Hello. I know Jimmy is always there for you. I know that, I bet even some other people are there for you too. I don't know how many names you want me to throw, but one of them you live with. Even your parents, if you really need to. An old high school friend, another old high school friend, and a friend who lives states away who also went to your high school. Sorry, viewers, you have no idea who these people are, but Shelby, there are people out there close to you and also far away from you who are willing to help you through this life. Through this time in your life. I should probably take that advice as well and relay it onto myself. I know that there are people there for me. I think at this point I just really I need to do this on my own. That's why I'm not going to anybody else with this. Except for the entire YouTube community. Hello. Any response to this video would be awesome. Alright, I'm going to go do my paper now. I feel like I don't have any closure with this, but this is how it's going to go. Alright, bye.